Badimo just ruin grinding? So you may know that Season 20 did recently come out, and with that, it brought a couple changes to robberies. But before we get onto that, let's set the like goal for this video to be 150 likes. Let's see if we can hit that for this video. So basically, if you don't know, these are the actual changes that they made, which is basically they made some robberies give more and some robberies give less cash. So they did actually nerf a bunch of robberies, but they also buffed a bunch of robberies. And today we're going to find out if these changes made grinding even worse. I mean, I know people didn't like Season 18's grinding changes, but people might hate these just as much. But let's see. So starting off with the first buff, we've got the power plan. So let me go ahead and rob the power plant over here. You may know it gives this amount of cash, but now we are going to rob it and we are going to see how much more cash it gives. All right, so now we can see it gives like about 7,200 when you first grab it. So it gives around 500 more cash, which is actually a pretty significant buff for power plant. And it's really nice because now you can actually consistently get 6k every power plant run without glitches, such as that Vault C4 glitch that did get patched. Anyway, as you can see, we're about to go turn in this and we are going to get around 6k cash. There we go. We got 6k cash with a VIP bonus of 1,200. The next one that got a buff is the cargo train. So we're going to go over here and we are going to rob the cargo train. So as you can see, now it gives 4,000. It did used to give 3,000, but yeah, this has actually gotten a pretty good buff as well. I think this robbery definitely needed this buff because the cargo train just didn't give much. None of the trains did. So along with that, the cargo train also got a good buff. As you can see, we're going to go turn this in, and obviously with the buffs, that also buffs the VIP bonuses as well, because the VIP bonus is 20% of the robbery that you actually rob for. So we're just going to wait for the next robbery group over here so I can show you some more. But quickly, before I show you more, if you are enjoying the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, because it helps me out a lot. And it helps you out if you want to see more content just like this. And we are also trying to hit 3k subs by the end of the next week. So let's see if we can actually do that. All right, so now we've got this robbery group over here. Now, this is a really interesting one because pretty much everything in this group got a buff. Well, not everything, but like 2 of the 3 robberies in this group did get buffed. So we're just going to get my alt account in here to give us a key for the bank. All right, let me yoink this key over here. Okay, now we're going to start off by going to the bank. The bank actually did get major buffs on pretty much every single bank floor. So yeah, so far it's looking like grinding didn't get ruined. It actually got better, but there is still more things to go through, and there has definitely been some major nerfs. So make sure you stick around to see those. So here we've got this floor. I believe it's called upper management. So we're just gonna see the upper management floor and see how much that's gotten a buff by. So as we can see, now we go in and it gives 5.5k. Yeah, that's definitely more. I think it gave 4k. I'll put up on screen right now how much it actually used to give. But if it did give 4k, that's a 1.5k increase, which is quite a bit. And then as you can see here are all the other floor changes. A lot of them now give 6k, which is really, really good. So now the bank is actually really worth robbing because it gives 6k most things, and it used to give 4k for most things. And of course, as with all of these buffs, we are going to go out of here, and the VIP bonus has also obviously been buffed. As you can see, there I got 1.1k bonus, and just on top of that, I got some nitro as well. The next one we're going to check out is the jewelry store. So if I punch this, as we can see over here, they buffed it from 5k to 5.5k. And I just want to mention, obviously, all of these are going to be different if you do not have the duffel bag game pass. But they were still buffed. Like, all the ones that were buffed were still buffed, even if you don't have the game pass. So don't worry. You will be able to benefit from these changes. So I'm going to just grab all of these. This would be usually where there would be like a max. That would usually be how much I get. But now we can get an extra 500. It's not much, but it's still a good increase. because the jewelry store, actually, I feel like it should have given, I feel like it should give 6k, but 5.5k is not too bad. Okay, so this next one is a controversial nerf, actually. So we've got the next robbery group, which is train 2-man cargo boat, and you probably already know that cargo boat at least used to give so much cash, even without game passes. It gave like 16k. It was actually insane. And if you had the VIP bonuses, it gave like 18k. It was like the best robbery in the game. Before we get on to that, we are going to check out this little train over here. And as we can see, it now also gives 4k, just like the passenger train does. Oh my god, we were so close to a hyper there, bro. The mega rip. Anyway, now we're going to do the controversial one, which is unfortunately gonna be the cargo boat. It used to give so much, and now it only gives like 3.5k per crate. It's so sad. It's been like nerfed by so much. It's insane. This also sadly makes this grinding method that I said in this video right here, it also makes it way less effective and efficient, because it was basically what you would do is with a private server, you would constantly leave and rejoin and reset the private server until you got the cargo boat group, and then you would just do the cargo boat. But now the cargo boat barely gives stuff, so yeah. I would still say the cargo boat is worth doing though, because it does give like 7 to 8k still, which is still a lot of cash. It's just more, it's like nowhere near what it used to be able to give. And if you got good stuff from the bonus roll, you could get like 20k from this. It was actually the most OP robbery in the game. And unfortunately, that is not the only sad nerf. The mansion also got a big nerf. Yeah, that other big nerf is actually the mansion. The mansion got nerfed by 3k. It's not that big of a nerf actually, but it's still sad given the mansion's really hard. And another controversial thing is that the oil rig did not get buffed. I mean, the oil rig takes flipping years to rob, and you only get 8k for it. It should have been buffed to at least 10k. But in my opinion, I would say the grinding, I would say they definitely didn't ruin it. Most robberies got a buff. So I might actually go ahead and say that I think this is actually a really good change, other than the cargo boat, of course. But I think that basically, grinding definitely didn't get ruined, is what I'm trying to say. If anything, it got a buff. But if you think it still got ruined on the criminal team at least, go check out this video to learn how to make insane cash on the cop team. Like, I'm talking way more cash than criminal team. Like, I'm talking like 500k an hour. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.